Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Caribbean Corner. So my name's Anders. I'm from a company called AMG, and we look after Starfish Jolly Beach for the UK market. Today, I'm joined by Corjen, live from Starfish Jolly Beach. We're
Hello.
joined by Curtin Bluff, and joined by Antigua Tourist Board.
Hiya.
So today, we're going to start off with Starfish Jolly Beach. So just to let you know, so as I'm saying, my name's Anders. I'm from AMG. We look after Starfish Jolly Beach for the UK market. So if you have any questions after this show, please do email me at agents@amgltd.biz, B-I-Z. And you can, of course, log and earn bookings and find all the latest information at starfishrewards.co.uk. So I'm going to hand you over to Corjen now, who's going to go over a bit more about the property, when we're opening, and all the COVID protocols in place. Over to you, Corjen.
Thank you, Anders. Hello to everyone from sunny Antigua and Starfish Jolly Beach Resort, the best beach by a mile on Antigua. I hope you're all well today and having been staying safe during these very strange times that we're experiencing. Well, as most of you would know, we are the largest property on the island. We have 464 rooms, and we have something for everyone, from our smallest budget room to our beach cottages. There's something for everyone. We're a family resort, but we also cater to couples on honeymoon. We do weddings. We have corporate functions as well, governmental functions, honeymoons, of course. Everything you can think of. We're very flexible. We also do sports groups. So we do have quite a lot of prep schools that come out from the UK during Easter for the cricket breaks with our local islanders. So we do a little bit of everything. We are on one of the best beaches on Antigua. The Jolly Beach is almost a mile long, so you can be on the beach and not feel as though you're on a crowded beach. As it relates to the COVID protocols, when we reopen, we will be following all of the standard protocols put in place by the WHO, the CDC, and the local health authorities. Persons can expect when they check in, once they're 3 years and older, they will be required to wear a mask on check-in, any visits to the front desk, and also on checkout, and when around common areas of the resort. Again, because the resort is so large, you still will not feel like you're congested, and we will have adequate space to allow for social distancing throughout. Masks will not be required by the pool or on the beach because, again, these areas are large and there is enough space for us to distance persons. You will be required to wear your mask as you enter the restaurants, but not while you're dining. Around the island, if you get on a taxi, you do have to wear your mask. If you get on a public bus, you will have to wear your mask as well. Hand washing is being practiced almost everywhere in St. John's, which is our main city. As you enter any place of business, you will be required to sanitize your hands before entering, and you will be required to wear a mask. All of the other protocols as it relates to restaurant dining, many of them are pretty standard from a health and safety perspective. The only major change that we will have is for our buffet dining, where normally clients serve themselves, but we will now have a staff serving the guest. Other than that, all of the other protocols are standard HACCP, which is a certification program for health and safety in food and beverage areas, and those are already in place and practiced, so it will just be continuing with those practices. I can't think of what else I could tell you, but if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to respond as best as I can. The hotel is currently closed until the 31st of July, and we expect to be reopened on the 1st of August.
Perfect. Thanks very much, Corjen. Yeah, so just to go over, we are due to open on the 1st of August. And we do have all the protocols in place. If you would like a copy of the PDF, please do let me know, and I can, of course, send it on to you. Next up, over to Joel from the Antigua Tourist Board.
All right, so yeah, I'm Joel. I work with the Antigua Tourist Office in London. For those of you who don't know, Antigua opened its borders on the 1st of June, and we have put in place a set of health protocols from arriving customers. So every passenger arriving must have a 7-day PCR negative COVID before they arrive into Antigua. As Cordian mentioned, face masks are required everywhere around the island, and you obviously complete a health declaration before proceeding to customs and collect your bags, and you're on your way to your holiday. In terms of from the UK, our services resume from August, with British Airways 2 flights a week coming in from London Gatwick, and our Virgin Atlantic service commences in October. And this will be at a new airport departing from Heathrow Airport using a mix of Dreamliners and Airbuses to Antigua. So you do have an abundance of choice for customers who are coming over from various points. And in average time, people come to Antigua for about 10 to 14 days. And to make this a bit more easy, I just put together an itinerary for 9 of those days. And obviously the rest days, you can relax on the beach. So obviously you arrive into Antigua, you have your 7-day COVID negative tests, and then you proceed to your hotel. On the second day, you want to get your bearings to know where you are. Obviously Antigua is a smaller Caribbean island. It's actually 11 miles long by 14 miles wide. So everywhere is literally 30 minutes or less. So, you know, you come over, you stop at a red light, we know you're a tourist on Antigua. It's absolutely beautiful. You can drive into St. John's, the capital city, right next to the waterfront, get your duty-free shopping. We say it's very Instagrammable. No building should be taller than a palm tree, and it's right next to the St. John's Harbour. You can visit many free attractions around the St. John's area, like the Donkey Sanctuary, and just enjoy a lovely time there. So you're already on Antigua's time zone. You've discovered a bit of a drive. You now want to explore our beaches. We say we have one for every day of the year, and all our beaches are public beaches. As you see here, this is a beach bar trail. It's very handy for all travel agents. As you see, you can see which hotel your customers will be staying or yourself. And it basically gives you an idea of where you can go if you want a bit of local flair. Think of about quirky restaurants and bars like Sherrock's on the cliff on the west coast of Antigua, or down in English Harbour, where you have over 24 restaurants and bars set in the colonial buildings, and you can enjoy nice tapas overlooking the harbour. Anna's on the beach, another favourite on the west coast. You can even go to the Kontiki floating bar near Dickerson Bay, where they do take wet money. You can swim out and you can enjoy a bit of the rum bus in a British double-decker bus if you're feeling a bit homesick. So lots of choice of very sort of quirky beach shacks, beach bars around the island. We pride ourselves in offering that authentic Caribbean experience, roadside food on the weekends, the spiny lobster from Barbuda, and also giving you a taste of what the islands have to offer. Now, you know, obviously people travel for various reasons, not just for the beach, but also to learn a bit of heritage and culture, and we offer that in Antigua. You know, you can go around to the harbour in Falmouth Harbour and learn about the dockyard. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can visit old forts and 18th century harbours, go up to Shirley Heights on a normal day when it's quiet, or on a weekend for the Sunday barbecue, and also get a bit of Antigua's culture if you're there in the summer months, normally from July last week to the first week of August for Antigua Carnival celebrations that will take place from next year. Now, after you have a bit of history, a bit of culture, you've seen the island a bit, you want to get a bit more active. So you can take part in one of our yachting, sports, and sailing events. Now, Antigua is one of the biggest sailing destinations in the world. We're known for the Antigua Sailing Week, which happens the end of April every year. And not only that, there are a dozen other regattas that happen throughout the winter from December, starting with the charter boat show, all the way down to Valentine's Regatta in Jolly Harbour, the classic boat show. So really lots of choice. We're also very big on our cricket matches. You know, Antigua is home of legendary cricketers. So Vivian Richards, Andy Roberts, Richard Richardson, they all come from a very small island of Antigua. And, you know, you can go to any village and you see a small cricket field of kids playing village. So you just really get that nice feel. And we also have international matches, which comes from time to time. So now you've worked up a sweat on your activity, you're ready now to relax again and be pampered. We say in Antigua, we are known for our wellness retreats. You can come and be pampered in paradise. Most of our resorts have outdoor and indoor sports treatments. You can just really relax and just, you know, especially after the whole COVID-19, people just want to escape to a destination where they can just have a nice quiet time, peaceful, in the sun, relax on the beach, and just really get your senses back and have a great, 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 great holiday. In terms of what else you can do from a wellness perspective, you can join local groups in villages and go hiking. You know, Antigua is very small, and you can go hiking in local groups in the middle of wilderness and discover various places you can see not from being on the main road. Now, if you're celebrating or have a romance coming up, Antigua is great for that. We offer no residency policy weddings, so you can literally arrive today and get married by tomorrow. So it's very like simple 1, 2, 3, and you can tie the knot. And if you're celebrating anniversaries, you can also do that in Antigua. Another unique selling point for us is our availability of offshore islands. We have over 25 to 26 offshore islands right around Antigua. And again, because all our beaches are public, anyone can go to these islands at any time. You can actually get a boat, go there for a picnic, and enjoy these as much as you want. You can go to the rainforest canopy tour in the south part of Antigua, where you can do zip lining in the rainforest, very fun activity for the families, or you can swim with stingrays in the wild in the national park on the village of Seatons, which is on the east coast of Antigua. We offer a wide variety of land-based, sea-based excursions, so our catamaran trips are very popular. The circumnavigation is one of my personal favorites. And you know, you can easily rent the ATV tours. All excursions now have to be COVID certified before they accept tourists. In terms of accommodation, you heard from Jolly Beach and you're going to hear from Curtain Bluff shortly. But in terms of Antigua offers a good selection of boutique hotels and also large all-inclusives. But also all our hotels are located on fantastic beachfronts. Some are on multiple beaches, so you are spoiled for choice in terms of space and what you want to do on a holiday. So now you've been in Antigua for a week, you're now ready for something a bit different. Why not go over to Barbuda? Barbuda is our sister island. You can actually get there on the boat. The ferry takes just over an hour and a half, or you can go on a private helicopter, or you can even use the scheduled service. You arrive in Barbuda, you're treated to a Robinson Crusoe version of your Antigua experience. You can tour the bird lagoon, the largest collection of frigate bird anywhere in the Western Hemisphere. You can even tour the caves in Barbuda, very historic, or just have lunch at one of the boutique hotels in Barbuda, like this one in the picture, that's the Barbuda Bell, and it's located right on the beach. It's only accessible via boat, and enjoy the national dish of the Barbuda lobster. You thought the beaches of Antigua were amazing. The beaches in Barbuda are even more amazing. Pristine white beaches and also the famous pink sand beaches stretching as much as 16 miles around the coast of Barbuda. So you really get a 2-for-1 experience. You can do this as an add-on to your Antigua trip, or you can just do this as an excursion for a day. So that's Antigua and Barbuda in a nutshell. You'll experience a beautiful 9-day itinerary there, and then obviously you can relax on the beach at any of your hotels you're staying at for the next couple of days. You can learn more about Antigua by doing our OTT training course, and I'm opening for questions at the end of it. So that's it for me, and over to you again. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Joel. Next up, we're on to Curtain Bluff.
Hi, I'll just share my screen. Okay. If everyone can see that, okay. Second. Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Juliet and I work for Essential Detail. We are a sales and marketing representation company and we represent 8 hotels across the Caribbean. But today I'm going to be talking to you about the beautiful Curtain Bluff in Antigua. So Curtain Bluff is an all-inclusive luxury boutique property. It's located on the southern tip of the island on a peninsula, and it's around 35 minutes drive from the international airport. So Curtain Bluff has not 1 but 2 beautiful beaches because it's on this beautiful peninsula. So why choose Curtain Bluff? There are so many reasons why this property is perfect for loads of different types of travellers. It's an independent property. It's a really friendly hotel. The owner, Michelle Holford, is known as Shell, and she meets guests on arrival and really gets to know all the guests on property. The hotel has a 70% repeat guest rate, which really speaks for itself. Guests just love this property and come time and time again. It's an all-inclusive hotel, and the offering is really fabulous. We call it an exclusive, all-inclusive property, and so much is included in the all-inclusive rate, from motorised water sports and scuba diving to tennis courts and champagne dinners. So you name it, it'll be included in the all-inclusive. It's an award-winning property with accolades from Condé Nast Traveller, Travel and Leisure World Travel Awards, TripAdvisor, to name a few. It's also a Green Globe certified hotel as well. So I'll just take you through a few of the accommodation types at Curtin Bluff, just so you can get a little bit of a feel for the property and see what it has to offer your guests. As I said, it's a 72-room boutique hotel, and all the suites and guest rooms are located on the bluff, as you can see on the right-hand side of this map here. This means that every single room has a sea view. So not many properties can say that every room has that beautiful sea view. So it really is a great selling point for this hotel. So these are the deluxe rooms. These are the lead-in room category, and they've all been newly refurbished, and they're set in 2-storey villas on the beach. Some of them on the ground floor, like this one, which is just steps away from the sand and the sea. Others are slightly higher up, overlooking that beautiful water. These are the junior suites. They're set in 3-storey villas on the surf beach, and they're just slightly bigger than the deluxe rooms. They've got a sunken living room here overlooking the sea, and they can again be on the ground floor or slightly higher up. We've also got bluff rooms, which are slightly bigger, and they're set up on the rocky edge of the bluff, again with those stunning sea views. And these beautiful marble bathrooms as well, which have all been renovated. These are the Bluff suites, and these have actually been the most recently renovated rooms on property. These were completely renovated in 2019 with a fresh modern design throughout. These suites are split level, and so they offer these spacious living rooms with a sun-drenched terrace and a hammock, with a breakfast nook, expansive dining terrace, and of course, again, those panoramic ocean views. These are 1-bedroom suites, and they can also be interconnected with the Bluff rooms to create a 2-bedroom suite, so they're really good for larger families or groups. Most of the rooms at Curtin Bluff can be made into interconnecting rooms, so it's really great for, as I said, families or larger groups. So this is the Cliff Suite, which is part of the hotel's Holford collection, which is their signature suites. These again have been newly refurbished, and they're nestled on the hillside, offering spacious living room, a marble bathroom, 2 terraces, and my personal favourite, an infinity plunge pool. Now I could just sit on that terrace and look at that view all day. I wish I was there right now. So similarly to the Cliff Suite, these are the terrace suites. They also have their own infinity plunge pool, and they've been recently refurbished as well. This suite is particularly popular with honeymooners because it's got this stunning, spacious terrace complete with day beds. And again, I'll say it again, those spectacular views overlooking the Caribbean Sea. So finally, last but not least, the Morris and Grey Space suites are the top suites here at Curtin Bluff. They're really expansive suites, they're beautifully appointed, and again, they've got their own infinity plunge pool. They've got a sweeping terrace and large living areas as well. These can be converted into a 2-bedroom suite by interconnecting it with an adjoining junior suite as well. So again, we've got accommodation for every type of guest, every type of traveller. There's so many options here for you. So I'll just touch on dining at Curtin Bluff. As I said, it's an all-inclusive hotel, and dining really is a highlight here. There is really nothing off limits in terms of dining. You don't have a premium all-inclusive or an extra menu which has things that cost more. Guests can be rest assured that they will be able to dine like kings and queens, and be able to not have to worry about any extra costs. So there are 2 main restaurants on the property, the Tamarind Tree and the Sea Grape. This is the Tamarind Tree, which is the main restaurant, and it serves breakfast and dinner overlooking the sea, and it's got this beautiful expansive terrace which is canopied by this tamarind tree. It's just very romantic and lit up at night. It's really lovely. And this is the Sea Grape, which is the second restaurant. It's slightly more informal and it's located at the far end of the beach, and it serves lunch daily as well as dinner on some nights. They sometimes have barbecues here down on the beach. It's a really lovely spot as well. Now, one of my favourite things about this hotel is its famous wine cellar. So Curtin Bluff is actually home to the most extensive wine cellar in the Caribbean. It's absolutely spectacular. It has 5,000 bottles of wine with over 400 carefully selected wines from 10 different countries all over the world. So if your clients want something a little bit different, they want to do a bit of wine tasting, or they're foodies and really into their wines, this is something that's just that little bit extra special for them. So just tell you about the kids facilities available at Curtin Bluff. Finding a resort that works for all members of the family is not always easy, but we really think that Curtin Bluff has cracked the code here. They have a great CB Kids Club on the beach, and it's at no extra charge, so it's all included in the room rate. It's centered around this base camp, as you can see here. So it's this really fun, informal camp on the beach, and activities include chocolate making, crab races, mocktail lessons, and so much more. And it's run by Ainsley, who is a UK trained nanny as well. So rest assured your guests' kids are in safe hands here. So the activities on offer at Curtin Bluff really are endless. This is a list of just some of the activities that are included in the room rate. And one thing that Curtin Bluff makes it stand out from other all-inclusive properties, basically it offers motorised water sports as part of the all-inclusive package. So if they're also a PADI dive resort as well. So if your clients are PADI certified, then they can scuba dive at no extra cost and enjoy motorised water sports as well at no extra cost. It also offers PADI courses for a supplement fee. If your guests want to learn how to dive, they can do so while on holiday. We've also got world-class tennis courts, complete with floodlights, and options for free play or private lessons are all available as well. The spa here is absolutely stunning. There's 4 treatment rooms with a wide open views over the water. Before their treatment, your guests will sit outside and sip some tea brewed from herbs picked fresh from the spa's own garden. Afterwards, they'll relax on this beautiful open veranda and sit in the jacuzzi on the cliff edge, have some canapes and just have a lovely relaxing time. It's a very romantic area here. So Curtin Bluff is the ideal setting for an authentic Caribbean destination wedding. There is never more than one wedding a day here, and the hotel really does pull out all the stops. They've got a wedding coordinator and a wedding team which help customise the details exactly to your client's requests. So just quickly touch on some of the offers that we have in market at the moment. We've got some good offers for the end of 2020 and some great 2021 offers as well. 25% January saving, 20% April saving. And we also have a really great family offer where kids stay free in the summer. And you can also save 30% on top of that as well. So we haven't often put such good family offers out in market, so they really are great for 2021. So just give you a little bit of an update on the hotel's changes in line with the coronavirus protocols. Curtin Bluff will actually be reopening a little bit later on the 24th of October. So in the meantime, they're going to be preparing the hotel so guests can depend on a safe stay once it reopens. This is a list of just some of the new measures that have been put in place to ensure maximum safety. For example, buffets have been removed, physical distancing will be enforced in the public areas, but similarly, the hotel is large enough to not warrant wearing masks everywhere, but we can just make sure that physical distancing is being enforced. Diligent sanitation procedures will be administered throughout the hotel. So everything will be organised with guest and staff safety as a top priority, and they're really looking forward to welcoming guests back to Antigua at the end of October. If you do have any questions specifically about coronavirus procedures and protocols, do contact me or email us and we can provide them for you. Just quickly, we've got a great Travel Uni online training program, which is caribbeanboutiquehotels.co.uk, where you can go online and you can complete the Travel Uni training and become a boutique Caribbean hotel expert. And once you've made a booking at any of our hotels in our portfolio, you will have access to fam trip places. We have a come and stay program where you can win, you can have 2 nights at any of our properties when you make a booking. We also offer Amazon vouchers for every booking made, and we don't have a minimum night stay on that. And also, if you let us know when you've made a booking to any of our properties, what we'll do is we will put a welcome bottle of wine and note from yourself in your client's room on arrival, complimentary, just as a thank you from us for your support and for your bookings. And finally, do visit our website. We've got some great hotel resources on our website, essentialdetail.co.uk. We've got property manuals and resort maps, which are sort of our Bibles of our properties. And the resort maps are really great sort of illustrations, so you can see how the resorts are laid out. We've also got 90-second training videos. If you just want to refresh yourself with any of the USPs of the properties, do have a look at those as well. And that's pretty much me done. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Again, if you've got any questions, do contact me. My contact details are on the screen. And follow us on social media. And yeah, thank you so much.
Perfect, thanks a lot. I do see we've got a couple of questions already. So first one for Curtin Bluff. Do you have a gym?
It does have a gym, yes. Yeah.
And then we've got a question from George. Does your property offer disabled rooms?
We have our ground floor suites. I will double check with you if they are completely available for disabled rooms, but yes, they are ground floor. I can let you know on that one.
Great. And Corjin, does Jolly Beach offer disabled rooms?
We don't at the moment, but we do have many ground floor rooms. It all depends on the extent of the disability. But if it's just someone in a wheelchair, yes, all of our rooms are wheelchair accessible. But if they need like roll-in showers, no, we don't have those services presently.
Great. And we've got a couple more coming in. So one for Curtin Bluff again. Can the terrace suite be adjoining at junior suite for a family? So can you connecting rooms pretty much?
Interconnecting. Yes, the terrace suite, yeah, we can interconnect that room as well. If you want it to be like a 2-bedroom, we can do that, yeah.
And then we have another one. I suppose this is for you, Joel. Where can UK visitors get the pre-departure COVID test?
I think at the moment, private clinics are the only ones that are offering it. But I think as more destinations offer them as a requirement, because I think most Caribbean countries do, they'll become more mainstream. But at the moment, it's 7 days COVID tests required.
Perfect. Thanks very much. I think that's all the questions covered. Yeah, great. Thanks very much, everyone. And thanks, everyone, for attending.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, too. It's a pleasure.